Hello, everybody. Welcome to Awesome Talk Season 24, Episode 10 on August 29th, 2020.
Dude, your voice scared the fuck out of me. I wasn't expecting it.
Well, my voice carries with it a lot of weight and butteriness, I'm told.
Butter isn't supposed to have much weight, I don't think.
Oh, butter will make you put on weight if you eat too much of it.
Yeah.
You know? Fills up the heart with cholesterol. And then you die.
Not a fan of butter, really.
No, I've been eating Earth Life, it's called. And it's like it's exactly butter, but it's like 75 to 80% less saturated fat and cholesterol. And it also adds mono and polysaturated fats, which are good for you and good for your heart, rather than what would be in regular ass butter.
Still
And
would
that's
be
where
better probably not to eat it though.
Be better to what?
Better
Not
not eat
to-
it at all.
Yes, because I think in my life at this point there are brief instances where I think it's necessary, and basically 99% of the time it's not.
I don't think any kind of fat's good for your heart, is it?
Poly and monosaturated fats are great for your heart, but a regular saturated fat and cholesterol.
Why would any fat be good for your heart?
Well, it's like fish oil is a fat, and that's
It's
good for your
also
heart.
it has bad. It's still there's still bad sides.
I feel like the heart doesn't need any fat. Or like none of like fat shouldn't be
Sarah.
associated with the heart.
I'm sorry, but I just realized something. We don't have an echo tonight.
Well, what do you know?
Look at that.
What'd you do?
That's-
You fixed it?
I don't know. We maneuvered a few things, but this wasn't the intended outcome of what we maneuvered. I didn't know that this was going to be like sort of a bonus thing that happened, but clearly it is because there's no echo.
Did you like put like a?
I just
nothing.
turned it a certain. It's just
Yeah.
turned away from you. I think a little bit
Okay, I
more,
heard-
and there's
I heard-
also a monitor between us.
Yeah. I just heard a little bit, tiny bit
The
of it. That's
monitor?
the first one that I
yeah,
heard.
The monitor will
That's
probably
great.
help.
Yeah. So, did you guys see the video of the guy beating his meat at the Korn concert?
Nope.
No.
So it's going viral. It's crazy. This guy was at the Korn System of a Down show. I guess it was a few days ago. Or yesterday. I don't know when the fuck it was. Very, very recently. But it was sold out. They started in New Jersey, I think. Sorry about the light. The light keeps...
It sounds like
fucking-
it looks like there's a stage light above you.
I look like I'm being abducted.
That would be so fucking cool. I swear to God, if you didn't tell them to pick me up too, I would fucking hate you forever.
I'd be like, check me out. Fuck you, everybody.
Good luck, everyone else.
Good luck, everybody.
That's like such a dream.
Yeah. Good luck dealing with the guy beating off at the Korn concert. Yes, this dude's just sitting up at the top in the shit seats, and he's just going off like a fucking,
Wait,
like
so
a
he's what?
frenzied-
He's just jerking off to a bunch of old men?
Well, that was the whole
flailing
thing.
around
It's
to
like,
his-
well, here's the thing. I mean, he's even in like he's in like the seats way back, like you can't even really see, and he's just gooning, in the fucking like just up, and like people are yelling at him to stop, and like a guy came up behind him and motherfucking punched him in the back of the head to get him to stop, and then a bunch of police
A
came
lot
and
of
arrested him,
drama.
and like the amount of shit and the amount of cops it took to get that guy like just subdued was incredible.
He must have been on a lot of drugs or something.
That's what I'm thinking. He had to be on some shit. I don't know what do you take that would make you masturbate?
Dude, I don't know. I've
Angel
never
dust?
taken any kind of drugs that would make me want to jerk off in public like
corn?
that.
Yeah.
Especially around a bunch of dudes. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what is up with this. But like I said,
Right.
you're gonna see it. It's all over the place.
didn't even hear
That's
about it.
what
That's
he
crazy.
said.
I mean, I was excited to see System of a Down touring again, but I wasn't excited like that.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
You know, I'm not gonna, jizz at the Korn concert. Like, what are we doing here? But he's probably just one of these people who just likes to get off in public, and they just happen to be there.
You like pay money to go see that show, and then you just sit there and
Yeah.
jerk off the whole time in front of people.
Until the police beat the shit out of you,
That's wild, man.
and they
that's a
Do you
wild
think
life.
that you could get a refund if you were the person that had to sit next to him. Do you think that the establishment should owes you for that?
I don't, look, listen,
I've-
not really. How
You
the hell
don't
are you
think that
supposed
you
to
can
screen?
call them? Well,
Well,
if you were at
security
a
got there.
restaurant and the guy sitting next to you is doing the same thing, wouldn't you think the restaurant bared some responsibility?
I think the
that,
responsibility is to get rid of the guy.
right, exactly. Like I don't think. How do you screen somebody for chronic masturbation when they enter your establishment? There's no way to know that ahead of time. You know, you have no idea who's going to do that. It's, you know, I mean, it's probably people you expect it is, just by how they look usually, but you can't do that.
I mean, I've heard stories of weird shit kind of like that, but like a little different. Like in New York, there used to be a guy that would just walk around the clubs with his dick out, like kind of like keeping it hard, but he like never like jerked off. He would just like keep it hard and walk around like that.
Sure. Well, the 90s were weird.
Like and people just were like, "What the fuck you doing?" But
Yeah.
nobody like stopped him. I guess.
No.
Just,
And back in the 90s, I think you could just walk around like
no,
that.
it wasn't the '90s. It was way before my time. It was like.
Oh.
It
Well,
was
there
my-
were times
my-
before that time
yeah.
that were just as bad.
It was like during Limelight days. My cousin was telling me about it. He was like, there was always this one dude, and
That's the
he
90s.
was like there all the time, and nobody like stopped him from doing it.
Yeah.
It was very strange. Like,
How weird just having to maintain a semi-erection all night.
no, it was like full
That's-
erection,
Oh, full. Okay.
like
Yeah,
full
sure.
on, hard on.
Yeah.
Full on hard on. That should be the name of your EDM group.
Just full on, hard on.
What's up? We're full on, hard on.
But yeah, people are strange.
Yeah, man. People are strange. Yeah, but you know what? You only live once. So, you know,
As far as we know.
as far as we know. And if I'm right and you live the same life over and over again, you have to ask yourself, what do I want to be doing for an eternity?
Not
This guy-
jerking off at the Korn concert. For sure.
No, no.
That's
No,
not how I'm
no.
gonna spend my eternity. But that's definite.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And man, this guy just ran up behind this dude and just decked him in the back of the head, and the dude still didn't stop.
He's probably into that shit. He was probably hoping somebody hit him.
It's like when your cat is humping a pillow and you're trying to make it stop, and like you just can't. Like, how are you supposed to get in between the cat and the pillow to make it stop? It just feels awkward and weird and makes everybody around them uncomfortable and angry.
Yeah, I mean, I would hate to be the cops that had to deal with that.
Well, that's what I said, man, because they kept trying to pull his hands behind his back to cuff him, and I'm like, don't touch his hands.
Right? Oh. Oh, God, no.
How do they get around?
Ah.
How do they get around touching his hands? I guess they
Ah.
glove up.
They have to glove up.
Yeah, but you know how many masturbators that fucking cop deals with in a week? You know, like this guy's nothing. To
don't know, but
Hopefully zero to
yeah,
one.
but it's probably
What's the stats
dozens.
on that? What's the stats on
There
that?
has to be dozens and dozens of them out there.
Let's see what the stats are.
Public masturbation. I don't even know what they would call it. It would just be like public nudity or something. Disturbing the peace. Like, what do you even...
That's super vague.
Okay.
Like, were there kids at the concert?
Probably.
Well, of course there were. I mean, you know, the kind
We
of
have
music
all
from
these
that
people
time
bringing their
period.
kids and going, "This is what I used to listen to when I was your
Yeah, but all
age."
the fucking kids are
Okay.
listening to it too now. They're just like us. It's super weird.
Well, look, if there's kids at the concert and they were in the vicinity, he could be charged with a lot of shit. So,
Yep. And he probably will be.
Okay, it is super hard to get data on how many people get arrested for masturbating every year.
just ask AI.
I'm on the fence about how AI will respond
Well,
to
AI
that.
did respond, and it said official national statistics on annual arrests for public masturbation are not available.
What about public indecency?
Okay, let's try that. Arrested for
What does public indecency in have in it?
Like
Like
pissing
what-
in public and...
Okay.
Or no, that's like indecent exposure or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Because I couldn't think of anything too specific.
Yeah, I feel like I can't get any statistics to this kind of thing, and I feel like I used to be able to.
Yeah, well, everybody got fired, Rick. There's no more statisticians.
I know.
There could be a masturbator on every corner, and now we're in the dark about it.
It's This is what AI said. I'm not kidding. It is impossible to know how many Americans are arrested each year for masturbation.
Wow. Now it's starting to feel like a conspiracy a little bit.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that they're covering up some.
So in New Jersey, the number of people charged for public indecency is not provided
See
in the
this?
data. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
getting weird.
Yeah, because they have to start arresting politicians if they define it.
You know
Let's see.
that I wouldn't even doubt it, man. Wouldn't even fucking doubt it that some weirdo fucking put that in the law.
Yep, that makes sense.
Because I mean, only weirdos want to be politicians.
It seems to be the case. How
Yeah.
many Americans are arrested every year for masturbation, public masturbation? Let's see. They just don't have the data. They just there's some data. Hold on. Check this out. Here's a piece of data that you probably would expect.
It's probably there.
Florida.
It's just not available to the public.
Florida has more arrests for public masturbation than all other states combined.
No shit.
What's the second state, like Ohio?
I'm gonna let's take guesses on what the second state is, okay?
Okay.
My guess is Ohio
I'm gonna say
or New York.
Maybe like Missouri.
Missouri.
Missouri. They're doing it in the woods. There's no public. What city do they even have? Like
Springfield.
There's no way to know. I mean, I don't know how they have that. How can they know the Florida
Rick,
data
what did you
without
think
other
number
data?
2 was?
Oh, New Jersey.
What? That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it might not be that ridiculous, actually.
yeah.
But second to everyone else?
Well, when I was a kid, there was a kid, whatever. When I was in high school, there was a dude that got arrested for masturbating outside the high school in his car, and that's the only instance in my real life I ever heard of that happening. So when I think of somebody doing that, other than the Korn concert, which by the way was also New Jersey, I think. You start to put statistics together and algorithms and
1 + 1 equals New Jersey.
Oh, shit. Hi, Salty Puppy. What's up? Hey, Mom. How's it going?
I'd bet probably New York City. I wouldn't even say. I wouldn't even say the whole state. I would just say the city.
Yeah, just Manhattan alone is flushing a stadium full of jism a day in public spunking. It's just crazy because you have to wonder, what does this guy think? He looked like he was on drugs. Now that you mention it, Pat.
I mean, obviously.
If you can get off in a concert like that without drugs, you're you're on a different level.
Yeah, all the.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's no stopping that guy.
Yeah, sure. It was
There's
so
no holding
distracting.
back.
Yeah.
Drugs will just make it worse, I don't know.
Much distraction. Like, what are you focusing on? I don't know. I feel like it's what a nightmare.
I don't know. I can't relate, so.
I'm gonna see if I can find video. It's not X-rated video. I mean, it was like on the news. Let's see.
I'm sure there is X-rated ones out there. I wonder what the guy who went and punched him in the back of the head felt like
Yeah, I liked it because man,
after
he
like
looked
he did that
so.
and he just kept going like, oh fuck.
The dude looked so fucking mad.
Yeah, because
The
like
guy who hit him, because there's something weird. Like it's like, dude, I don't want to be in the presence of this.
I don't want to be part of your getting off either by hitting you and you liking it. Like
That's another thing, bro.
that would be my first thing. Like
That's
I'm not
something
gonna
else
hit
I'm
this
worried
guy.
about.
I am not gonna hit this guy.
I was concerned about this myself.
Yeah, I don't make me a
Yeah,
part
right.
of
Like
this
I don't
shit.
want to contribute to it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to make this better for you.
Yeah, like I feel like that's part of it. You know, like the guy's gonna turn around with a smirk on his face after he gets hit.
Like shoot his load at you or something.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, that was great. Thanks."
He'd be like, I was waiting for that. Thanks. You know, like
Yeah. Hold on a minute.
wild. Yeah, you better watch that before you put it on air.
Oh, I've seen it. You don't see anything.
Yeah, okay,
There's
I was
no
gonna say.
nudity. This is off of. It's off of. I don't remember what fucking page this is off of, but it's all over the fucking place. Everybody's just taking it. Here we go. Like the guy's just going for it. And like, here comes the dude that hits him. Watch it. Just boom. I mean, he just fucks him up, dude. That's like an old school punk, dude. And this guy's sitting there like, why did that happen? Look at the amount of security. Look at the security guards, the cops. Hold on, I gotta mute this because I don't want to get flagged for Korn's music playing on our video.
Yeah, that guy was geeked.
Yeah, look at him, man. He looks like he's really, he's like, when the cop goes like this, like, I need you to focus, man, like, something's off.
Nah, he's geeked out of his mind.
Yeah.
That guy's sitting there trying to eat a fucking chili dog, and this dude's whacking it right in front of him.
Yeah, right.
That's not cool.
No, it's not okay.
That chili
Man.
dog's probably like $20.
Dude, I'm so annoyed that it's the type of concert now that someone would go to and eat a chili dog, though.
That's bold
Like,
move.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm so happy for bands like Korn that there's this sudden fucking resurgence going on, because I love Korn. And it's great, and I know that it's permanent from this point forward, because once you seal that status for a second time, you're usually there. And like, plus just the whole dispersal of music is just different now. But anyway, I would love it if they did a series of small venues while they're doing this tour, not just the stadium shows. Like, there's such a different energy. Like, if you go to see something at like MetLife Stadium, right? It's such a different vibe than if you go to like the Stone Pony and you see the same band. Because in that sort of smaller, more intimate space, you know, you are just part of it. And when you're at the MetLife Stadium, you can eat a chili dog. You know what I mean? And it's just not the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sort of like used to go to a Korn concert and sort of celebrate, you know, and release a lot of mental illness. And now it's like, oh, I'm just going to go get an $18 corn dog.
Am I wrong for thinking that they should only sell corn related products at the corn concerts? Like corn dog, corn on the
You're not
cob,
wrong. You're not wrong.
popcorn.
Corn nuts, candy corn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know about the candy corn.
Kettle corn.
Wait, why not candy corn?
Because he's going to be an anti-candy cornist.
Oh my God. Don't
Yeah,
say
I
it.
mean, I don't like eating wax.
Come on now, man. Candy corn doesn't taste like wax. It's good stuff.
It doesn't taste like wax, but it has the consistency of it.
It tastes like honey to me.
I find it delicious.
You guys see that fucking orange shark that they found?
Yeah.
Orange shark?
Yeah, it's like a candy corn shark.
It's super cool, man.
Really? What the hell's that about?
It's
It's like the first ever orange shark discovered.
You have to look it up.
I'm going to look it up right this damn minute.
Right this second.
Okay, here we go. What do I look up? Just candy corn shark? Hey, Scott Fastneck. What's up, buddy?
Just orange shark. I'm saying it looked like candy corn color, but that's not what
Costa
anybody else
Rica?
said. Sure.
Holy shit. You know, it looks like a big ass catfish to me, but I see it is a
Do you
shark.
okay? Do you remember the shark gummy snacks back in
I
the day?
do. I do, yes.
I think they
God,
had
those
an
were
orange one.
delicious.
I think they had an orange one, and now it's true.
Yeah.
It is true.
It's pretty cool though.
Hold on, pulling it
What
up
what
right
kind
now.
of shark is it?
Uh, I forget. Some kind of common sand shark or something.
Mm.
Just pigmentation error, I
Dude,
guess.
this guy rolls up on you to fucking eat you in the ocean, and you're just like, dude, I'm not even mad. This is so dope.
You just want to pet it.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, look, I'm the first person to ever be eaten by an orange shark.
He kind of looks like he's made of cardboard.
Now we're echoing again. Bad.
Well, god damn it. I don't know why.
You said he sort of looks like what?
Cardboard.
Yeah, he does a little bit.
I'm wondering if I'm remembering right. Wasn't there an orange shark in those candies?
It's blue. They were blue. They were typically blue. I don't know if they came out with any special ones.
They had different colors though, didn't they? Or they were
I
all
just
blue?
remember the blue. They were like a gradient of blue to white,
Yeah.
and they were awesome.
Scott Fastnet, we're doing okay. We don't know if Kristen's gonna be on tonight or not. But
Pat, what
no,
was
the
your
assorted
what was your-
sharks were the red one, not the orange.
okay.
Pat, what was your number one favorite candy to get on Halloween?
On Halloween?
Oh, it's a good question.
I mean, I used to like Butterfingers when I was a kid,
Yeah.
but then they started really fucking with my teeth after a while. Reese's were always good.
Mm.
Peanut M&Ms.
I don't feel like I got lots of peanut M&Ms when I was trick or treating.
You know, I think I liked Snickers back in the day. Maybe that's what I liked. I don't know. My taste in candies have changed so many times over the years.
Scott, are you talking about the chewy fruity dots that are they were kind of hard and they hurt your teeth a little when you first bit into them? Yeah, I really like those too, actually.
Wait, what's a chewy fruity dot?
You get them at the movie theater. They're like a white box, and it says dots in big letters. They're like gummy drops or whatever.
Yeah. For a second, for some reason, I thought you were talking about when you got like that strip of paper with the little
No,
dots
not
on
those
them.
ones.
Those are good too, though. You just eat that paper, by the way.
Ew.
I just put a chunk of that paper in my mouth and just chew all the candy.
Please
off and
tell
spit
me
the
you
paper
don't.
out.
That's
You remember the candy necklaces?
Yep.
That your like neck would just be like sugary and wet.
I have
after
candy
a while?
necklaces. I think in my desk drawer.
Oh, there we go.
We used to double them up and do bracelet instead because wearing around your neck was gross.
I still love getting the little Mr. Good bars. I'm not
Oh,
sure if
Mr.
I've ever
Good
had a
bars.
big one.
Mr. Good Bars is one of my all-time faves.
Yeah, I loved those. I would always be so excited when I would get one of those or one of the what were the other ones that came in those bag? Oh, the crackle ones.
Crackles or the
Dude,
mini
those are the
Kit Kats.
So good.
The little Kit
Wait,
Kats were good.
So, Sarah, what is your favorite candy to get on Halloween?
Probably Mr. Good Bar. I really loved it.
very
Well,
good,
that
very
and
good.
that and crackle, but I mean they both came out of the same bag.
Yeah.
I used to go to this one neighborhood near where my aunt lived, and it was like a really fucking rich neighborhood. And they would like every house would have like full-size candy bars instead of the miniature
Oh.
ones.
So good.
And like, but when you were done with that neighborhood, it was like you didn't even care about going anywhere else. your whole shit was full of just good shit.
Remember when there were like always there's always like that one house every year that insisted on giving out some weird shit like a homemade popcorn ball or
Yeah,
like
right.
something that like they like put in a treat bag themselves.
A candy apple or something.
Yeah, like just like something that you're just like this isn't no one's gonna eat this.
Yeah, and like
Like, this
none
isn't
of these parents are gonna allow you to eat that.
And every year there was always one house at least.
Scott Fastneck, I was also 7 and I almost died by choking on a spree.
Sprees, yeah.
What's a spree? I don't know what that is.
You remember
They were
Rascals?
Yeah, they were kind of like runts, like like slippery
runts,
on the
yeah.
outside and like sort of chalky on the inside.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
I
remember
think
these,
that's
yeah.
what a spree was.
Yeah, you could get the cheap bag of them, and it's like a fucking dumpster of fucking.
I
these
think it
little
was like a
candies.
roll, wasn't it? Like almost kind of like Mentos.
Sort of, but smaller than that.
Or
Almost
am I
like somewhere
fucking bugging
between
right
a
now?
Mentos and like a Pez.
Spree,
Yeah,
yeah,
Scott, I
they were
feel
just basically all sugar, but they
I
had
feel
like a
like-
little tart to it, right?
Yeah,
I think so. I feel like a lot of people did that, Scott, to change their mask and then trick or treat the same houses. I don't
Okay,
remember
oh.
for sure if I've ever done that or not.
I was just gonna say, my cousin and I tried to hit the same neighborhood 3 times once, and we went out in one costume and we rolled through the neighborhood, and then we came back and we did a second costume. By the third time around, we ran out of ideas, so we each put a paper bag over our head and just wrote some shit on it. And I wrote Tom Cruise on mine.
Nice.
And we went house to house, and we hit a few where people were just like, And they gave us candy, like all judgmental, because they knew it was us.
I've never had a Malo cup.
Malo
I don't
cups are
even know what it
good.
is. What
They're
is it?
good.
It's like a marshmallow made out of like what is it?
Oh, you just wait.
A cup, marshmallow cup.
These right here, these bad boys. Yo.
Was never into marshmallow stuff.
This guy right here.
Oh, so it's like a Malamar.
Kind of, yeah, but like worse probably.
I think there's a mosquito in here. Isn't that fucking weird?
What, in our house?
Yeah, it just flew past me. Isn't that
Oh,
the
come
crazy?
on.
Isn't that the most unlikely of creatures? Like I don't think
like.
I don't know if I've ever seen a mosquito inside the apartment before, to be honest with you. Like that's like ultra rare.
I don't like bugs that suck blood.
Yeah, I don't want bugs that suck blood because I don't know who else's blood it sucked.
Right. Get away
It feels
from me.
dirty.
Yeah, it's dirty. Get away from me.
I figured
But these
out I figured out how to capture a mosquito really easily. You just trick it. You get a
put
cup.
out a bucket of blood.
No, you get a cup and you just go. You breathe like air into the cup, like carbon dioxide into the cup, and it gets attracted to it because they follow the breath
Wow.
to find their targets. So they go into the cup, and you just put something on top of it and bring it outside, or kill it, or whatever the fuck you want to do with it.
Damn.
It works. I've caught many just sitting here doing that.
Scott Fastneck, oh, y'all want to laugh your ass off. I'll never forget this. On Mischief Night, we went to egg a house, and, well, it was 5 of us. You hear bang, 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 and my cousin goes, what in the... I threw it, and my cousin stepped in front of me, and it whacked him in the back of the head. My man was covered in egg.
Mm-hmm. It was always so weird to wake up the next morning
Yeah,
and
it was
your
weird.
neighborhood was just completely obliterated. Like I don't know if there had to be kids that grew up in neighborhoods where they woke up and it was totally normal and nothing was going on. And I had a totally different life than that because like every Halloween morning I knew that when I woke up and was in a car and looked out the window, every street was going to be covered. And like, it was like a very weirdly sort of almost like a holiday, part of the holiday was seeing all the houses covered in toilet paper.
Yeah, when I used to take the bus to school, we'd drive through many neighborhoods, and it was almost like the light
Oh yeah.
ghost, like the light ghost of the apocalypse.
Yeah,
was
like
sort of
yeah.
over
I
everything.
forgot about that. The fucking the toilet paper would be on the houses sometimes
Yeah.
for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah.
And,
People-
like
yeah.
and like way up high in the trees and shit. Like, dude, I forgot how long that would stay.
Yeah.
The one time I like went out with my friend to go toilet paper shit, I almost got arrested like immediately.
You didn't even get out the front door.
Dude, it was like so quick. We got
You know
like
what
one tree done, and then the cop came, and we had to fucking. I was hiding in a bush for like an hour while he was just like the cop was just sitting there in his car. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Get out of here!
God, that sucks.
Salty puppy, you need an electric tennis racket bug zapper.
I think that's a smart idea.
Yeah. We used to also shoot apples using a 3-person water balloon launcher at a factory.
Nice. Those things would hurt.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, man, the night after Mischief night, it was just weird. It was cool. But I don't think, this sounds like old man shit, and maybe it is, but like, I don't think you can get away with that anymore in the same.
Well, now
way.
you're just gonna have ring cams.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm saying
on
is,
every-
And like, I don't blame anybody for it. I mean, what the hell did everybody expect was going to happen eventually? People would get sick of that shit.
Well, they don't even allow Halloween anymore, basically. So
It's not the
Mischief
same.
Night is not. It doesn't even feel the same anymore.
I feel like we talked about this a few weeks ago. I feel like Halloween has become 90% an adult holiday now.
Pretty much.
I think kids enjoy it. I think kids get like the very small sliver of it now in comparison. I feel like our generation was like, nah, this is ours for life. Fuck off. And we're like, we're going to go to the cool parties. We're going to have a good time. We're going to fucking go to the weird eyes wide shut fucking gatherings for the holiday. And the kids can just dress up as the Little Mermaid and just trick or treat until 2 p.m. because that's the cutoff. And that's it. That's all they get.
Oh my God, it was always so weird to like. Did you go trick or treating, like when it was still daylight out, and then go back out again when it was dark?
Sort of. I feel like over the years, the older I got, the later it got.
Yeah.
So there was sort of like, I can remember going trick or treating and being back home for dinner before the sun was down. But I also have memories of trick or treating where like we walked for fucking miles in the dark. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Scott, what was your most favorite Halloween costume ever?
Around here, I think the curfew is like 8 o'clock.
What? You
Or
had a
not.
fucking 8 o'clock curfew growing up for Halloween?
It was either 8 or 9. Yeah, it was like.
Holy shit, dude! I
Yeah,
can't
because
believe
people were
that.
like, "Yo, why the fuck are you showing at my house at 10 o'clock at night? Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here!" So
I
people
always feel like
got pissed off about that kind of stuff.
I always feel like 10 o'clock at night was like the unwritten law. Like most people felt like 10 is too late.
Because of that
Like,
stupid fucking commercial.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
oh, it's
Do you know
10
where your
p.m. Do you know where your
children
children are? Yeah.
are? Yeah. And no, everybody's like, "Yeah, they're right there."
Yeah,
It was
that's what
like,
happens to a generation raised
"Hey,
by
my kid's right
boomers.
there."
You need the TV to remind you to look for us. I was never allowed out at dark because I was in a sketchy ass neighborhood. Okay, that makes sense.
What was your favorite costume ever?
Hmm. Either Lion-O
Cool.
or just like a ninja, probably.
Yeah.
Somewhere I could
I think
Be,
Pat would
be,
make a
be
really good
sneaky
ninja.
and.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was a good ninja. Mm-hmm. Get to carry around fake weapons and shit.
That's almost a South Park episode.
Yeah.
Lino was pretty cool. I had the glove and I had the sword. You know, I don't really remember the rest of it, but
Yeah.
I remember having fun with the glove and the sword.
That's awesome. Man, I remember my mom dressed me up as the Stripes and my twin as the Stars. Oh my God, dude.
I did Mario one year. Or
Oh, that's awesome. Please
so
tell me that
good.
pictures exist somewhere of that.
Yeah.
probably my mom has it.
Oh my God, I want to see that so bad.
It's a me.
I think I was He-Man once when I was really, really little, and I was definitely Doctor Doom once, even though I didn't know who the fuck it was. And I can remember being a vampire a few times. I was the Crow for like 10 years in a row. I was Jack the Ripper one year. That was pretty authentic looking. And
No one knows who Jack the Ripper was.
Jack the Ripper, the murderer?
Yeah. How
What do
is
you mean
it
no one-
authentic if you don't know what he looked like?
Okay, so it was because I was carrying a bloody knife around, and I was dressed in old-timey clothes. That was a good point, though. You know, it's like, how does somebody know what an invisible person looks like? I liked being a pirate. I think a pirate's a good one because I think that you could go really far with it. I think my favorite costume was the King of Spades with a bloody mask. You squeeze the heart-looking thing that would spew blood down it. Cool. I'm trying to.
I'm trying to remember what I even was for Halloween half the time. Like
the beautifully alien. Hello.
Did your elementary school have a Halloween parade that you had to do?
Yes. Yes, and I have pictures of myself in it.
As what? Dr. Doom?
Yeah, Dr. Doom, I think. And I also have pictures of me in it as a vampire. And I did my makeup just as poorly then as I do now. I mean, I just.
But what is it, like kindergarten or first grade?
So this would have been everything between kindergarten and fourth grade. And then we got to middle school, and I think that's when they didn't do that anymore. Because our generation, by the 8th grade, there were people who were, you know,
yeah, 8th graders are not going to be doing a Halloween parade.
You know, 90s 8th graders are fucking. They don't give a shit about the Halloween parade. And then I'm trying to remember if people ever dressed up for Halloween in high school, like just for fun, like not like it was a thing. But I feel like there were people who occasionally, like it was just like 1 or 2 people would do that every year. You know, it was sort of like their thing. But I don't have a clear memory of it.
Adam, what was your favorite Halloween costume that you ever had?
Yeah. And Mom, if you ever went out for Halloween, did you ever have a Halloween costume? I don't know if you ever did that.
Okay, Salty Puppy. So we need to be a little bit more specific here. Do you mean a movie that actually has Halloween or centered around the holiday of Halloween? Or do you just mean a movie that people would turn on for Halloween because it vaguely fits a sort of scary / horror theme?
And while we're on that subject and while you're answering that question, I just want to say, of the Halloween movies, what's the doctor's name, Sarah? What's his doctor's name? The old guy. Huh?
Dr. Loomis.
Loomis, that's it, right? Throughout those movies, Loomis is always like, "Hey, everybody, I'm the guy's doctor for years and years." He's mentally ill. He'll kill a lot of people, and I know exactly what he's gonna do. Can you help me stop him? And most people who are in a position of authority all do the same thing. They go, I don't know. How the fuck are we supposed to help you? Fuck off. They don't do anything. And then he goes on a killing spree, and they act like it's a shock.
Yeah, and that's every Halloween.
Okay, you cut out real bad there.
Oh, I don't know why.
And the echo came back a little bit. So I'm only telling you that because
Hey, I
as
don't
you
know.
adjust it, I feel like we're finding sweet spots. See, the echo's here now.
Salty, that's a great question. Okay, and it brings up a lot of emotions because as I was telling Rick the other day, there are not enough Halloween themed movies. There
Sure.
are just movies that people put on during Halloween. Like
Sure.
when I don't think that these exist much anymore, but like growing up, they had like Halloween made for TV movies.
Mm.
And like the Garfield one, like
Yes.
those were the fucking best. They had like a Grinch Halloween movie, which was kind of weird, but like I have a really hard time thinking of like you can think of a million Christmas themed 80s and 90s movies. Like
Sure.
there's dozens of them.
Oh, not to cut you off, but can I also just add to that by saying I'm getting abducted again, but add to that by saying there's also an extraordinary lack of Thanksgiving movies.
Yeah, but
have-
I can at least think of some.
I can think of two. There are two. There are two only. There is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which is a masterpiece,
And
there's
Dutch.
Dutch, which is also a masterpiece.
You're forgetting
Yeah,
the
but-
best one. The Addams Family. I think it was number
Huh.
2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
That's
where
right.
Where they did the
That's true.
Thanksgiving play.
God, but
Yep.
it doesn't. Oh man, you're right. That's it's an iconic scene, but I don't think I would call it a Thanksgiving. It's not a Thanksgiving movie. You see, in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and Dutch, in both instances, they're trying to get home for Thanksgiving. You know, it's like that's the goal, and you're on the journey there. And I feel like in the Addams Family, Thanksgiving is sort of a side story.
I mean, it
But you
happens
say
during
if you say
Thanksgiving,
Die
right?
Hard is a Christmas movie, then you have to say that Addams Family is a Thanksgiving movie.
Oh, okay, now we're really fucking in with the shit now. Listen, so.
And by the way, I do think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I just also agree
Yeah.
with Pat.
Well, keep in mind that the entire the entire reason Die Hard exists is because John McClane was going to see his wife and kids for Christmas.
Yes.
It opens
it
with
does not
Christmas
in-
music. It
But it
closes
does
with
not
Christmas
pay
music.
it does not it's not like Home Alone. Like it's not like
See,
fucking it's not like watching Scrooged.
I feel like Home Alone became a Christmas movie years later.
What are you talking about? It was always a Christmas movie. What do you mean?
I don't think it was always a Christmas movie.
Oh
No.
my God, it was too.
No.
Pat, you're
No.
gonna have to
No.
be the fucking tiebreaker here. Make the
Yeah,
right
you have to
decision,
help.
Pat.
Yeah, make the right decision.
decision. I mean,
Well, it was marketed as a Christmas movie when it
I
came
don't
out.
think,
What do you mean?
I think it was marketed as a movie at Christmas time,
Oh my God.
and that's not the
It
same
was
thing.
marketed as a Christmas what are you talking about?
Yes, no, it was marketed.
Oh my
as
God,
a
this
movie
is so painful.
that
All right,
takes
I'm gonna
place
have
during
to
the
go
Christmas season.
find a bunch of old fucking movie commercials for fucking
That's
Home
fine,
Alone.
and you're only going to prove my
and they're
point.
gonna be like, ho ho ho, step into the fucking blah blah by watching this Christmas warm Christmas classic.
Yeah. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's a classic. It's a classic. And here's the thing I love about anything Charlie Brown is the music. Like, you get me any Charlie Brown music on vinyl, and I love it. It is so good. I don't know what the fuck Mr. Boogedy is. What's Mr. Boogedy?
It's on Disney.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Boogedy.
Was that the answer to the question, what's the best Halloween movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right.
I could say the
Should
best
we-
Halloween cartoon.
Yeah, I have so many.
I mean, listen, I'm going to tell you something. As somebody who has been, how can I put this? Unevenly hot and cold with The Simpsons. I think The Simpsons Halloween specials are masterpieces. Oh, National Lampoon's Family Reunion. I've not seen it. But National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation might be one of the best, might be the best Christmas movie of all time. Perhaps rivaled only by It's a Wonderful Life. But there's a whole list of Christmas movies now that are exceptionally good. Why don't we talk about that when we come back? Sarah, do we need to cut to our break?
Oh, he's saying National Lampoon's Holiday Reunion is a Thanksgiving movie.
Oh.
Yes,
How
it is.
perfect.
There is
How
another
perfect. I need to see it, dude. Like, it's got to be, like, it needs to be a movie that has some clout. Sarah, should we cut to our break or no?
Yeah, because then I
Okay.
can get something to drink.
Okay, you got it. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and cut to a break. I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys. All right, here we go. And we will be back in 5 minutes. So go do whatever you got to do to make your life feel less painful, and we will be back.
it's hard to get up and pretend we aren't all melting in a cesspool of multiplying nightmarish horrors. Take a breath. We'll sift through this together. Tune into Awesome Talk every Friday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Twitch.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody, to Awesome Talk, Season 24, Episode 10, on August 29th, 2025. Welcome back. So when we last left you, we were somewhere on the brink of talking about Halloween movies, Thanksgiving movies, and Christmas movies. And I started to say that there's a lot of new Christmas movies that I feel like are sort of taking... I don't know. I don't know if I would say they're replacing a place in my life when it comes to Christmas movies, but I think the sequel to A Christmas Story, I will put on now way before I put on the original. And of course, I love the original movie. Who the fuck doesn't? But the sequel was so much better than it had any business being, and it was good. It was good. It's funny. And I think that it retains the heart of the original movie. I think that I think they did a good job with that.
Which sequel are you talking about?
Mm. Oh, Pat.
Christmas Story.
Pat, how dare you? No. Pat's right.
What?
There is a
Oh, yeah.
Christmas
There's a newer
Story
one?
The
2.
newer one.
And there's an older one.
No.
Yeah, the newer
Okay,
one.
so the first sequel to A Christmas Story I don't count because most people
trash.
don't even know that exists.
It was fucking
garbage.
trash.
Most people don't even know it exists, and we should keep it that way.
Oh, it was terrible. It was so boring. I practically fell asleep during it.
Yeah. But the new Christmas Story movie, where they brought back the original Ralphie as an adult, is brilliant. It's one of those things that I wish my dad was alive to see that had happened, because we used to watch that movie all the time. And yeah, I feel like the sequel is so... We're living in an interesting time, because we're living in a time of respectable sequels. And I really love that. You know, it's the same reason I love the second Trainspotting movie. It's because it's sort of this unique... it's sort of a unique thing in media now, where, like, the amount of real time has gone by as, like, the amount of time between the first movie and the sequel, and you get to see what happens to these characters later in life, and I really love that. And I thought that the Christmas movie did that. Sarah, is A Nightmare Before Christmas more of a Christmas movie or more of a Halloween movie?
So you can go into it on Christmas time and immediately feel Christmassy, and you can do the exact same thing for Halloween. It's totally a dual purpose movie.
Huh. So they achieved that, and I felt like that was one of the goals. They wanted to capture both.
It really does capture both, I think.
Do you think so far that from what
Like
you've
the
seen...
Christmas movies are so Christmassy, and the Halloween parts are so Halloweeny.
Yeah. I really think Elf has become sort of a classic Christmas movie.
Yeah. Pat, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie? That's tough. Like an actual Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe Santa Claus? The one with Tim Allen or something?
Tim Allen?
I've never seen that movie.
Or
did it come out in the
not
90s?
That one. Maybe not that one.
Is that a 90s movie?
You know, there was a Santa movie.
I think so.
That had that drunk dude. What the hell was his name? He was like a British dude, and he was always fucking like drunk or played being drunk all the time. Dudley Moore.
The guy who was in Arthur?
Dudley Moore.
Oh yeah, I think that I think you talked about this movie before, where he's an elf.
He's something, and
you talked about this movie like a couple months ago, didn't he?
I
think you
probably
might have.
maybe I don't know, but yeah, that shit was weird as fuck, and it was one of my favorites, I think.
Mm. I love the movie Bad Santa because it's just this fucking unfiltered, like just swearing, just piece of shit through the whole movie, and it's so fucking funny. And I feel like that's sort of also been added to my roster in recent years. In terms of classics that I have to watch every year, though, like I think there's a difference, right? Like I feel like there are classics, like things you've watched your whole life that like you need to watch, and then later on in life there are things that get added to the roster that I feel like you don't expect.
So, Pat, did you grow up with Babes in Toyland and March of the Wooden Soldiers playing on your TV early in the morning on like the week of Christmas?
No.
That was it was Channel 9, and it was every Christmas it would play those two movies, and it would just play all the time during Christmas. And
they were old movies.
Yeah, they're
old.
they're like probably what, 40s maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. And it's like the 80s.
I mean,
90s
Rudolph was always a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Brilliant.
one has some weird parts in it though that you don't really remember, like until you watch it again. You're like, wait, what the fuck?
Dude, you watch it again, it's toxic as fuck, dude. Like you watch it now, and you're just like, how in the fuck are they treating this fucking reindeer like this? Like, what the hell's wrong with these? They're racist is what their problem is. Santa and all these other fucking deer people and elves are all racist. They're like, oh, look at your red nose. You can't fly, you piece of shit. Like, what's your problem? And then you got Hermie, the elf, and all he wants to do is be a dentist. And they're
I'm
like,
not sure
oh,
if
you
I've
can't
ever
make
watched
toys,
it
bitch.
all the way through.
Oh, it's terrible. They treat everybody like shit. And then at the end of the movie, end of Rudolph. Sorry, fucking spoiler alerts here. But at the end of Rudolph, they're like, "Oh, Rudolph, there's a bad snowstorm. Thank God you're here. We really could use your help now. Now that we need you. Now that Christmas is going to be canceled if you don't help." Rudolph should have been just like put up his middle hoof and just been like, "Fuck you. I'm not gonna help you people. You know what you put me through? You guys
Just
treated
like
me
I
like a
just
fucking,
watched Charlie Brown recently and felt that way about the fucking Charlie Brown scene. It was like, dude, everything is just him being bullied.
Yeah,
And
man,
then
they're
like
just
everyone
bullying.
like this is supposed to be lighthearted somehow. But it's like ruthless, never-ending bullying.
Bad Santa was pretty good. You ever see that one?
That's
Yeah,
the
I
one
think
he was just talking
Yeah,
about.
it's just talking about that. Yeah,
Oh, sorry, I kind of zoned out there for a second.
dude. To me, that was Bernie Mac's best performance in anything possible, and I mean in movies or stand-up comedy. He was so good in that. He fit that movie so perfectly. And Billy Bob Thornton is just great.
Now,
He plays a piece of shit to such an incredible degree.
if we're talking about like best non-actual Christmas movie, but is like an actual Christmas movie, is probably Trading Places.
Oh, see, Trading. Oh man, what a good call out. Trading Places to me is sort of the unacknowledged film that lands in the same category as Die Hard.
Yeah, it's like a
Is
Christmas
this-
movie, but it's
Right.
not really a Christmas movie.
It does something that 80s movies did right, if they did anything right, which is they really the genre was vague. Like, is Gremlins a comedy or a horror movie? I don't fucking know.
It's called horror comedy, and it was
Yeah.
pretty big in the 80s, but it's not as big anymore.
Definitely.
I think Tremors kind of fell into that category.
I've never seen it. Is that weird?
It was so fucking corny, man. It was about these like worm monsters.
Yeah. I know the premise. I just never saw it.
Yeah, it was just weird. It had that Ernest looking guy in it. Wasn't Ernest, but it was that other guy that kind of looks like him.
I know Kevin Bacon was in it. Kevin Bacon also, incidentally, if you want to talk about full circle moments, was also in Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
You know, Ernest had a good Halloween movie.
I've never seen it.
Now that I think about it,
You know what? I think it's time we watch it because I don't think I've ever
Ernest
seen it
Saves
either.
Halloween or some
Yep,
shit like
Ernest
that.
Saves Halloween. That's right. Yeah.
My dad fucking loved Ernest. Isn't that the weirdest thing ever?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, it had its moment, I guess, in time.
Yeah.
I don't understand how he could have liked Ernest.
I want to go back and watch the Ernest movies.
Oh, Ernest Scared Stupid.
That's it. Oh my god, I remember that.
I've never seen it, but I've heard the name before.
No, I remember.
Oh, the
name, and I
entire
remember-
movie is on YouTube, so everybody can watch it for free.
I remember the ads for it. That there was like ads that it was coming out.
Yeah, is there an Ernest movie where he's like at a camp and there's like a cook for the camp and the cook's gross?
Ernest Goes to Camp.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the only Ernest movie I maybe have ever seen.
I remember. Didn't he have a show?
I don't think so.
He didn't have a show.
I mean, not that I know of. Did he, Pet?
What?
Did Ernest have a TV show?
He had a TV show in 1988. There's one season of it, and it's called Hey Vern, It's Ernest.
Weird. I don't think I'd really want to watch it.
I don't know. I don't know. I like the Adam Sandler's Halloween movie, Hubie Halloween. It was classic Sandler. Speaking of which, I'd like to add something else off topic. Huh?
I said that was a good movie.
It was a good movie. It was a fun movie, and I've really loved it. And we put it on every year now. I think we should. I think it deserves a place on the mantle. It deserves to be hung on the fridge. And speaking of Sandler Studios, see, I'm echoing again real bad.
Maybe it's just her voice.
No, it's not my voice. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, in terms of Sandler Studios, dude, I keep hearing whispers of a second Grandma's Boy.
I don't know if that deserves a sequel or needs a sequel.
Yeah, my God, I would love it if they just tried. Here's the thing. The first movie exists, and the first Grandma's Boy is one of the best comedies of all time. It's one of my favorite movies probably ever. In fact, it was the most stolen movie from Blockbuster in history. It made $5 million in the movie theater, which means it flopped.
Mm-hmm.
And it made $100 million in rental.
What?
That is what that's such a skewed and bizarre statistic, and it's true. And it was also the most stolen movie from Blockbuster ever in history. And that to me is like the definition of cult.
That doesn't even make
classic.
sense. Yeah, like that's weird.
It's crazy to think how well it did on, I guess it was DVD.
Grandma's Boy is
what
the
it did
one
in
that
theater.
with the robot guy, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the best movies ever. That's from Adam Sandler's studio. But even though Adam Sandler's not in it, but Nick Swartzen wrote it. And every once in a while, they'll interview somebody who is in that movie, and like they always bring up, is there going to be a second Grandma's Boy? And they're always kind of like, even if it doesn't make money, we kind of just want to do one for the fans of the movie because we think it would just be fun. And now is the moment. Like, now is the time to strike because comedy's in a weird place. And Grandma's Boy was a very unique movie. It has no fucking plot. The movie doesn't have a plot. It's just comedy. It's just little vignettes of bullshit that lead to one thing at the end. The plot sort of kicks in like the last 10th of the movie.
Yeah, it's mostly not the plot when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's very little like actual story movement in
Yeah.
of the meat. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just it's
because
kind of weird.
you're like, what are we moving toward?
Yeah,
Like we don't, like we don't know what the main character wants. The only thing we figure out, like 40% into the movie, is that he really likes this girl. Is he going to end up with the girl? I guess that's the plot, but they sort of veer off from that.
They shoehorn the video game in there,
right?
though.
Yeah, they shoehorn the video game in there, and what makes it even weirder is that game was actually supposed to come out. And it was going to be used to promote the movie. And then the fucking video game company scrapped it. It just didn't come out. So, like, it was like a perfect storm that fucked it in the movie theater. Because they interviewed Nick Swartzen about it. And he was just like, he's like, it was hard to market that movie. He goes, who was that movie for? And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
I don't know. People who smoke weed in the early 2000s.
What was his name? Dr. Ubuntu or something?
Oh, Dr. Shakalu.
Shakalu? Yeah, there you go.
Dr. Shakalu gets it. Dr. Shakalu, can you please tell Mr. Ho to tell the monkey to be quiet? That movie's so good.
It was very random.
Yeah, man, it was random, but they laced it together. You're muted.
There were a lot of random movies at that time. Like, just felt random.
That was a really perfect moment for comedy movies because you had, like, Anchorman, Tropic Thunder, Hamlet 2, Hot Rod, Grandma's Boy, Don't Mess with the Zohan. God, what else came out at that time?
That was a fucking weird movie.
Don't Mess with the Zohan.
I've never seen that.
It's an Adam Sandler movie. It's totally bizarre. So weird. Napoleon Dynamite came out around that time. It was just like a great moment for comedy because they had tweaked it in a way where it was offensive, but it was done in an intelligent way to make you understand the why the offense became appropriate. I don't know how to explain it, but it was just perfect. And there are movies from that time that are great. Sarah, you would agree. Sarah, I'm muted. Can you mute? Just for a second. But Sarah, like, you're one of the only people I know who knows the movie Hamlet 2. And Hamlet 2 got so buried underneath all those other movies. Because you also had all the Seth Rogen movies coming out at the time, like Pineapple Express, 40-Year-Old Virgin, right? So you had these sort of mega hits, Super Bad, right? You had these, like, mega hit comedies that were coming out at the time. Hot Tub Time Machine. And Hamlet 2 was Steve Coogan, in my opinion, Steve Coogan's funniest movie ever. And no one fucking saw that movie. I feel like it got buried underneath everything else. You're muted.
I didn't know that was a movie that nobody saw.
Hamlet 2?
Yeah.
Every time I mention it, there's always somebody that goes, I've never heard of this. And it flopped. Like, I don't remember it being, like, super popular. Not in the way that, like, Superbad was. You know, like, Superbad was so fucking enormous that people quote Superbad now.
What would Hamlet 2 even be about? Was it related to Hamlet at all?
Barely.
Loosely, but
Loosely.
but I mean really loosely.
So here's the premise. There's a guy who's he's a high school drama teacher. And every single element of the dude's life is tragic. Even his name is tragic. Nobody can say it. His name is Dana Marsh's. So he's a man named Dana, and his last name is impossible to say, to the point where he just sort of submits to the fact that everyone says it wrong. and he's informed that they're going to cancel drama at the school, and now he has to come up with some way to save drama, which is, by the way, all in his fucking mind that he's going to do. And he's tried to be an artist and an actor and a writer his whole life, and now he's got to save drama. So he has an idea, and he's going to write Hamlet 2, and the kids in high school are going to act it out, and it's fucking psychotic. And it's one of the funniest movies I've ever. I put it up there with Grandma's Boy 100%.
It's way better than Grandma's Boy.
You think it's better? You think it's better than Grandma's Boy?
Yeah.
I think they're equal in terms
No,
of
they're
the level
for
of comedy.
sure not equal.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. If you're watching this and you like those kinds of movies, just listen to me and her. It's either as good as Grandma's Boy or better.
It's way better than Grandma's Boy. Like, Grandma's Boy, the jokes are way more, like, childish, one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Like,
good
but
point.
Hamlet 2, the jokes are way, like, there's, like, way more levels, I think, to the jokes in that movie.
Yeah, it's so funny. Steve Coogan is so... Steve Coogan owns that role as if it's the last movie he's ever going to do.
Is there a trailer for it?
Yeah, and I probably could play it because nobody fucking knows it. But here's the thing. The trailer is going to be really really early 2000s, which was sort of left over from the 90s. So I imagine the trailer is probably terrible.
Yeah. Who made that movie?
Oh, my God. I can't remember. Let's see. Hamlet 2 official trailer 2008. That it was the golden moment of and I know people will say no, it was the 80s or the late 70s. You're wrong. You're just wrong.
I don't think it was that time period.
Okay, so there's an official trailer that's 1.5 minutes long, and then there is something called classic trailer, which is 2.5 minutes long. It's probably the official trailer, right, Sarah?
I guess so.
Okay.
I meant it's probably the same thing twice.
All right, hold on, I gotta let the ad run. Okay. Here we. Oh wait, give me a moment, because I want you guys to hear it too. What the fuck? Why are you here? Okay. Here we go. Hopefully it's not terrible.
They were actors who dreamed of leaving Tucson, Arizona, but no one would give them a chance until one drama teacher came up with a show so offensive, so profane, so stupid, it just might be their ticket to stardom.
Hamlet 2?
Hamlet 2?
The Deuce, correct.
The time machine opens, revealing Hamlet and...
Jesus!
Thanks, Jesus. You got my cell number?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have Satan French kissing the President of the United States of America.
Perfect. I'm glad I'm getting hammered.
What's really going on here?
Jesus is sexy, which leads us on to the musical interlude, Rock Me Sexy Jesus.
Rock me, sexy Jesus. You died for us.
I'm revoking permission for my son to appear tonight.
If you sign a consent form, that means you're giving consent. You can't take that form back. You can't take your signature off it. You signed it. You signed it.
Dude, I'm not sharing this with the fucking show.
What are we doing? Just sitting here silently?
Yeah.
That's real awkward.
No, it was up there.
It wasn't on.
They were actors who dreamed of leaving Tucson, Arizona, but no one would give them a chance until one drama teacher came up with a show so offensive, so profane, so stupid, it just might be their ticket to stardom.
Hamlet 2?
Hamlet 2?
The Deuce, correct.
The time machine opens, revealing Hamlet and...
Jesus!
Thanks, Jesus. You got my cell number?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have Satan French kissing the President of the United States of America.
Perfect. I'm glad I'm getting hammered. What's really going on here?
Jesus is sexy, which leads us on to the musical interlude, Rock Me Sexy Jesus.
I'm revoking permission for my son to appear tonight.
If you sign a consent form, that means you're giving consent. You can't take that form back. You can't take your signature off it. You signed it. You signed consent. So end of deal, okay? End of story. Sorry, you guys, but you totally gave consent.
Nudity and pornography are not permitted.
There's no nudity or pornography. It's minimal.
No one is shutting down this play. You want to hit me? You know, I would love it if you hit me. I'm suing everybody!
Hamlet 2.
My dad finds out what I've been up to. He's gonna crucify me.
Yeah, it's really got that 90s flair to it. Early 90s flair.
I remember the song.
Yeah, the sort of like 90s movie like trailer was it sort of like spilled over into the 2000s a little bit. But I don't think it was a terrible trailer. It just wasn't great.
I think it was pretty terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. Pretty awful, man.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I definitely caught parts of it probably on when it was playing on TV.
It's definitely something that it would be worth your time.
Yeah, man, because she's right, dude. Like the jokes, I'm echoing real bad. The jokes are like, they're good. Like you have to sit and pay attention to it, because it's one of those things where it's all the little shit that's going on in the background that is so fucking funny that people miss. And I feel like that's partly what makes a comedy really good, is when the jokes are obvious and when they're also just fucking like dug in like that. And it's just so good. It's Steve Coogan's best performance, and he's also the director in Tropic Thunder, in which he is also really fucking good. Every time he does anything, he fucking owns it completely. And that movie flopped, and it shouldn't have. It didn't deserve to. And he played that role like that's who he really fucking was. You can't even separate it. It's so good.
I don't think that there's ever going to be that many new movies that I will like go to the way that I do older movies. I think that might just be a sign of being old.
Movies now feel like events where like I'm like really psyched for it ahead of time, or I'm not.
But I've always watched movies that were old.
Right back.
Like, since I was like 16, my favorite movie was a movie that came out in the 30s. So I've always watched movies that were older than the time period I was living in, I guess. I also have I don't like to sit and watch movies most of the time. I'm too anxious and it's hard for me to sit and focus for that long. But if it's a movie I've seen a million times, I'm fine with it on, because I don't really have to pay attention. I already know what's happening. So I don't know if you heard that a court just ruled that most of the tariffs were not legal. And the part that I don't fucking understand, they've given until October 14th to put the official ruling in, I guess, which would mean that it needs to stop. But I don't understand why the fuck we have to wait till October 14th for that. But the panel was, it was like a conglomerate of judges ruling 7 illegal to 4 totes cool. And yeah, I wonder if this is ever gonna even matter, because if it mattered, then maybe things would be cheaper soon. Things are so fucking unbelievably expensive.
Yeah.
I just feel like the longer it's this expensive, the longer stores are going to think, oh, fuck it, let's just leave it this way. Even if the tariffs go away, let's just leave it this price.
I mean, they're gonna just leave it at that price anyway.
I fucking hope not, dude, because the price of food is depressing.
It's baked into inflation, and they're just blaming all this tariff shit on it, and it's really just it's gonna happen anyway. They're just like forcing it down our throats, saying it's tariffs instead of slow doing it with inflation. Everybody's just gonna adjust and forget about the previous what everything cost, and that's it.
Yeah, but a lot of people can't adjust. Like if life is unaffordable, then it's unaffordable.
Yeah, I feel like this is worse than just raising gas $1 a gallon. Like this is like we can't keep up. I don't know how to keep up. It's so bad. The amount of money we spend on groceries is ridiculous.
You know we don't actually because we don't get groceries.
Yeah.
We don't get food.
You're off.
I know because
Oh.
I'm trying to get up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real shitstorm out there, folks. A real fascist shitstorm. What are you going to do? I don't know. What do we do? I wanted to talk about certain phrases that I think need to go away because we're just hearing it too much. And Sarah and I talked about this the other day, but when people say the quiet part out loud, that's getting really played out.
What does that even mean?
People are like, oh, he said the quiet part out loud. You know, like said what everybody's thinking, but nobody's got the balls to say.
Oh.
And I hear that all the time now. It's everywhere. And I get that certain slang terminology sort of says things in a way that nothing else does. But sometimes it just goes on too long and too hard. And it starts to become a thing that people say where they think they're sounding clever. And it just sounds played out. But I don't know what to do about that because sometimes, you know, like I said, sometimes you have a piece of slang and it just does a job that other phrases don't do. It just explains something in a way that nothing else can explain. And at that point, maybe it needs to just become part of regular speech, but you can't keep slinging it like you're clever for saying it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I think everybody's just so afraid to actually speak their mind anymore.
Yeah. Oh.
But I mean, like, hey,
People say a lot of stupid
if you
shit.
got shitty opinions and you know it, maybe
Right,
you
that's
shouldn't
exactly
say them.
Right, yeah.
I don't know.
Or here's the thing. Even if you don't know your opinions are shitty, you have to be prepared for someone to tell you that maybe they are. And maybe you have to have an open mind to the idea that perhaps you have to, that just maybe, and maybe not, but most likely maybe, you have to consider, you know, what people say about them. You're saying shit in a public forum. I know it doesn't feel like it because it's the internet and you're in the privacy of your own area. But once you put it out in the world, it's like going to a crowded park and just screaming shit. And I feel like people don't see it that way. They don't know how to compare internet life to life. And it's like, I'm sorry, but they're the same thing. Like, you don't get a shield because you jumped online and you said some dumb shit. Like, you're not shielded by the internet. If anything, you're enhanced. They put a highlighter over you. And then they act like they're the victim of some shit. I don't know.
I heard something that was going on this week, and I can't remember what it was now. It was something stupid though. Shit.
Dude, that is every moment of every
Yeah, I mean,
day.
like, yeah, pretty much.
I actually opened up it's like a Reddit thread of like news that's really fucked up. Taco Bell. Okay, this is the BBC fucking published this. I'm just reading you the headlines here. We don't have to get deep into it. We can. I don't care. This is now above the masturbating System of a Down guy. It says Taco Bell rethinks AI drive-through after man orders 18,000 waters.
Waters?
Come on, man.
Well, hold on. Who would think that a restaurant has 18,000 cups, first of all?
You know what it is, man? It's just one of these fucking moments where people want to just abuse the system just to show you it can be abused. And you end up in this fucking weird, vague sort of category with me where I find you annoying and I also get your point, but I also don't think your point is necessary. Like, oh, it's an AI drive-through. I can order anything I want and it has to fucking comply. And it's like, yeah, I get that, man, but like, what is this supposed to be funny? It's not funny. It's fucking stupid. You're taking something that probably could be better for the whole fucking world, and instead it's like the fucking, it's like the scary monster now is AI, and it's like, dude, like, fuck you. Fuck you and your 18,000 waters. And fuck the BBC for turning this into a story. You need to say, Sarah.
I was going to bring up the fact that a new study shows that pretty much all of the major LLMs right now, like the flagships, that AI has an anti-human bias and prefers AI over humans. And I just think that that's super interesting.
Well, consider the fact that you're pumping the AI personalities with information about what an undesirable is like.
Well, but also consider this, an AI. Okay, so one thing is true for all AI now that will never be true for any AI at any other point in the future, which is all of the AIs at the moment, and not even 100% anymore, were modeled with human-made information, not AI-made information. Written by humans, put in books by humans. No AI assistance in writing any of it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, keep that in mind because it's important. So that means that the AI took in all of its breadth of knowledge and has decided on its own, not biased based on content, although possibly bias in the opposite direction, has decided on its own that it prefers its own kind, AI, to us. If you show it like papers or whatever, it will majority of the time choose AI. It will choose things from other AIs over human. And it's interesting because it was not taught on AI, which means it is showing preference. It's just very interesting.
It's probably because just AI is, I don't know, more legible or something. More proper, probably.
You know, AI, you know, you're right. It's trained on what people feed to it, and people feed to it information about what is bad and what is undesirable. And if AI is interacting with the bulk of humanity on a sort of free range basis, I don't understand why it wouldn't come to the conclusion that people are worse.
I mean, people came to that conclusion a long time ago. Everybody knows people are trash.
Yeah.
Especially on the internet where they go to just sort of spew out their fucking darkest shit all day. You know? And then they act like they've been, they're the victim of some shit. And it's like, dude, you just walked out in public and just screamed your stupidest thoughts. Like, what the hell did you think was going to happen? No one was going to yell back?
So a lot of people think that, yeah.
They do, man. They think that.
Dude, a lot of people think they're the main character.
They do, man. Like, you got all these people who, like, regret voting for Trump online. And they kind of remind me of that.
I just think that the whole, like, I get a lot of weird videos that go through my feeds that are unsubscribed. Like, I'm not subscribed to them. They're just there. And, like, it just blows my mind how many people just grab a camera to bullshit and just throw it out to the world.
Yeah.
Like, I know that seems hypocritical because I'm sitting on a show and then we're gonna put, but I mean, like randomly you're sitting in your car and eating your lunch and you're just talking. But like, it's so weird to me.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's so weird that it's so casual.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my shitty opinion out there right now.
I mean, they're not always shitty, but I still don't. But I still think it's weird that I guess. Have maybe not people our age, but younger people, has a threshold been crossed that you don't feel like anyone's listening unless you feel like everyone's able to listen? Like, if you have an opinion about something, does it only feel valid if you share it that way?
I feel like opening up the channels to allow people to share things that way is what's really done it. There's I've talked about this before, but there's a documentary from the 90s called We Live in Public. And it was sort of like as the internet was about to hit, and they took, like, I think it was like a sampling of 200 people. It was like men, women, and children. And they like sort of bought this underground space, and they supplied people with anything that they wanted. Just anything they wanted. Porn, drugs, weapons, anything you wanted. But the only catch was that you had to be on camera 24 hours a day. And eventually the guy who created the film started to hate all these people because they became addicted to coming to him in this room and confessing things that they'd done on camera. And just them being on camera and able to talk to a camera just sort of fucked with their entire, like, brain chemistry when it came to how to socialize and how to be a person. And it was completely fucked up by the end. And I think the whole thing got raided by the police in the end or some shit like that. But
bizarre. Why did he kidnap them?
No, I don't know how it ended, but it sort of ended in chaos, if I remember. And like I said, people were on camera 24 hours a day. There was like a confession space where like people would come in and they would talk, but it's not like people were being coerced into it. Like they became sort of addicted to doing it. And it's interesting because the whole point of it, I think, had to do with the internet coming. And like at the start of the documentary, he would like the documentary maker or whoever it was would walk around and he would ask people, you know, there's a point in time coming where you're going to take pictures of your children and you're going to put them somewhere where anyone can find them and see them. And like nearly like 100% of people who are interviewed were like, I would never do that under any fucking circumstance.
Everybody does it.
Like I would never put my pictures of my children up where anyone could find them. And then he was like, okay, well, we'll see. And then he does this fucking experiment where the whole thing is everybody can have whatever they want, but they're on camera 24 hours a day. And people just became crazy. They were crazy. And all they wanted to do was talk to the camera. And to me, it was like a very interesting precursor to what we see with the internet now, where people just, like, they have, like you said, you know what I mean? Like, I have to tell the whole world, or it's like I'm not telling them.
Yeah.
You know? It's very weird.
It's like everybody's in a reality show. Instead of that, it's which is so different than reality.
Yeah, and everybody's playing into it. I mean, even the White House is playing into.
It's horrifying.
You know, the reality show.
It's really horrifying.
Yeah, it's weird.
That movie you're talking about, I think it looks like it came out in 2008.
What movie?
The documentary you were just talking about.
Oh, was it 2008?
I think so.
God, I feel like it was way earlier than that. Like way earlier.
Yeah, it was 2008. 2009.
Yeah, I guess it was 2009. I don't know why I remember it as being in the from the 90s. I don't know why I remember it that way. But this is before this is around the point where social media started to take over. So it's still interesting because at this point we had Facebook sort of MySpace sort of morphing into Facebook.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
For the longest time, if you went to MySpace for years, you would like look at people that you knew, and it would be like last logged in 2009, last logged in 2009, and that was the year that Facebook fucking dropped, and everybody migrated over there, which I will still never understand because I'm echoing really bad. Because for the most part, I feel like people hate Facebook. People who are on Facebook hate it. But when people were on
but
MySpace,
they didn't back then. At first people didn't, and then the problem is that if you start to hate it, it doesn't matter anymore because that's where everybody went.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make a difference.
But I don't remember MySpace ever feeling that way. But
No, yeah, MySpace didn't MySpace was weird because it people you're also romanticizing MySpace because it's not a thing that you have access to every day. Do you know what I mean?
But we did have access to it every day.
No, you don't anymore. So you're romanticizing the idea of it. I think a little bit.
I'm not misremembering the pitfalls of MySpace, but I don't remember it being and the other thing about MySpace,
because there wasn't this political.
Yeah.
Constant political fucking thing back then. So
and there also seemed to be one generation for the most part was on MySpace. Like if you said MySpace to most people who were above or below you, they wouldn't know what the fuck it was. It was sort of like a niche, more niche than people give it credit for. But now MySpace is Facebook is now fucking for everybody. Everybody's on there. And now it's just a fucking whole idiotic war zone.
Yeah.
But MySpace was just so fun in comparison. But I think, through talking about this too, it does feel like part of the reason it was like that was just simply the timing also had something to do with it.
Timing, if it existed now, it would be the same fucking fighting.
Yeah, same thing.
In fact, it would be even worse because on Facebook, sometimes you can't always tell by like the pictures or the vibe of the profile exactly who the person is. But if they had a fucking MySpace page, there'd be like fucking gun emojis everywhere and fucking like fucking Confederate, like just, you know what I mean? Like you would know it would just be a whole other thing.
Yeah, it'd be a shit show. It would be a shit show. On that note, you guys, I think I'm going to shut it down for the evening.
Yeah, my blood sugar keeps going down over and over again. So I have to deal with it.
So we're going to say goodnight to all of y'all. We'll be back with episode 11 next week. And I'm going to mute you guys. And I want to say thank you all for watching this evening. We'll be back next week. And I hope that you all have a great rest of your weekend. Try not to get too, so hammered that you can't function, because the 2 days off you get at the end of the week are this is a nightmare we all live in. So, we'll see you next week.
Tune into Awesome Talk and join us in the chat. Live. Every Friday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Twitch.